everywhere in the nation?
That's a good question. If the education system is different, like in every region of the country, sorry for that. Basic education in Finland is mainly determined by a specific school. The curriculum is given to schools, and teachers construct their own ways on how they are going to explain the curriculum to the students. So definitely that makes it to be autonomous. So each and every school has different ways on how the curriculum is supposed to be taught. So definitely, even within your ENSU here, how children are being taught from one school definitely is going to be different from how children are being taught to another school. So there's that little bit of different ways on how the education system or the education is being provided to the children. Miriam?
I have two questions. One, you said that the curriculum came down to the municipalities. So that means they set up the curriculum for all the public schools. Do you know if there are private schools in Finland?
So your main concern is if there are private schools in Finland. Thank you for the question. The curriculum actually is not necessarily with the municipalities but with the schools. Because each and every teacher has the curriculum that he or she uses now to explain it, to expound it to the children. With the provision of education funding being given to the municipalities, it's a national mandate that education in Finland, number one, is free. So as a result, it's a national mandate that every Finn has this access to the education system. In terms of private schools in Finland, not knowing much about in Helsinki because it's quite an international city, but with my research, there are no private schools in Finland.
Okay. Yeah. Secondly, you spoke of the progressive system.
Yes.
What is your take on it? Do you really think that moving learners from one grade to another without writing the final examination shows that they have achieved the basic competency in that grade?
As a qualified teacher, definitely it is a very good system of progressing learners from one grade to another. Why? In Finland, the teachers not have external monitors who monitors what the teachers are doing. That mandate has been given to the teachers. And with the requirement of having, to become a teacher, you need to have a master's degree. Mainly, Finland has got teachers that are researchers. So definitely, if a teacher realizes that there's a learner that is lagging behind, within the school building, there are always psychologists, there are always doctors that are accessible to the learners to find out what is making this specific learner to be lagging behind. So definitely, it's a good system. And it's because of this system that has made Finland to have the best education system for over a decade. Samson, you also raise your hand up?
I think my question was asked by...
Oh. Can, yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. I'd like you to clarify, does your presentation concern your master thesis or doctoral thesis?
Oh, it's neither of the two.
Okay.
It was my own interest when I was studying the Finnish education system. So after the course, I was like, let me carry out a research in how this system came into being one of the best in the world.
So why did you choose this topic?
Why I chose this topic is because Finnish education system is among the best in the world. Now, out of my own curiosity, I was like, let me research on this. How did they make it to be the best in the world? Then I sat down, got some literature, and started writing.
For more curiosity, do you know that BBC has made a documentary about the Finnish education system? Are you aware of this?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Where they show that Finns they remove their shoes when they enter the class just to be more relaxed about these things.
So assignment.
Yeah, that's also another aspect that makes maybe the delivery of the education or the teaching to be more comfortable, because the system allows children in classes to have a home-like feeling, so that at least they are very much at ease with the teacher. So it's also one of the aspects that also contributes to the system being the best. Samson?
Have you considered other aspects like the Finnish being the best education system has other aspects like no assignments, lots of playtime, especially it's more like 75% of the time is spent playing with the kids, not being in the classroom. They have to, even if it's as cold as it is, they still have to go outside and experience the environment.
Yes, I've considered that. Being a teacher, coming from the classroom, I'm one who always had this thing of not giving too much work to my learners. Now this is out of the presentation. One moment actually I had problems with my supervisor, because he wanted me to be giving homeworks to the children. But I told him to say, why do I need to give them homework when they can do the work at school? So in the Finnish context also, I've also learned that teachers do not give too much work to the children. It allows the system allows the children to be given moderate work that in most cases they can do at school, so that they can also, when they are at home, they can be children. So if you look at that from a psychological point of view, it allows the development to be a little bit independent from one another. When they are at home, they are children, they need to do what children are supposed to do at home. When they are at school, they are learners, they need to do what learners are supposed to do. So the system that gives much work to the children, they get disturbed in these two developmental stages that needs to be a little bit independent from each other. So I think it's also one aspect that stands out to be.
Kuopio, does anyone of you have a question? We have time for one. Yes, Stefani.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how many of these can be applicable to other countries as well. Because I believe that every country has their own background, and not everything can be applied to other countries. So which one of these criteria that make Finland the best and applicable to other countries?
You try and find out which of the criteria the Finns are using that can be applicable to other countries. I think to start with, we need to look at the cultural system, because not everything that is working in Finland can work in another country. Remember Snellsman, when he brought about the building education system, it was to develop the culture and the personal maturation for the benefit of a country, which some other systems could have not done that. They could have just brought in this education to teach the children. So the culture of the Finns allows such. But we can learn a lot of things from this system that we can also try to import to our countries, or which other countries can use. For example, not giving too much work to children. It's also one aspect that is quite working well here, and it can be applied in another country. Number two, if you compare the education system of Finland, children are enrolled in grade 1 when they are 7. It's more or less the same also in Namibia, but in Britain, they are enrolled in schools earlier than that. Now you need also to look at the aspects of the mental development of children. To start giving them too much content when they are still quite small, at the age of 5, age of 6, so that also needs to be put into consideration. So not everything can work in every country, but the most important thing that can really work in every country is upgrading the qualification needed for teachers to teach in schools. Like in Finland, you need to have a master's degree plus. But in other countries like in Namibia, you can become a teacher with a diploma in education. Now, you see the difference.
Okay, thank you everyone for participating in the Q&A, and let's move on to the feedback. Your eye contact was brilliant. You looked at the audience. Some sides will monitor, but every one of us does that. Your voice is clear. You can hear it. It's loud in, it's not too loud, but proper loud. Everyone can hear it. So thank you. And let's move on to our scientific assessor, Yusuf, please.
Thank you for your presentation. It is a really nice presentation. The only thing which I would like to have more from you was about the new system, which you were saying that started implementing in 2016. And I know it's only been a year now, but I would have liked to hear about how successful it is. Since you already said that the statistics have changed now, and Finland is not on the very first position anymore. And the second thing is that if you're very interested in this kind of topic, adding to Ishina's comment, the documentary is made by a very successful filmmaker called Michael Moore. Yeah, and it's called Where to Invade Next, because America likes invading everywhere. So, and it talks about education system in Finland. So, yeah, and that's it. Thank you.
Now let's move on to our hostess, Juni, please.
It was very nice. You were very pleasant, keep smiling, and the hand gestures are good, eye contact perfect, and you are very, very articulate, and the whole presentation is very intelligible, so we can hear you clearly. One little thing that maybe you can work on is that you kind of overused interestingly.
Oh.
Maybe 3 or 4 times, as I remember. So maybe you can, minimize
Use another
a little
word,
bit.
yeah.
Yes.
You got that observation.
Thank you.